what's up? Today's video is going to be a review. We are going to be strictly focusing on the eyeballs. Today we're going to be talking all about the Maybelline Nudes of New York palette. I have here, this is actually a palette that I had hauled in my Ulta haul that I just recently did. I think last week we had it go up, so if you guys haven't seen it, I will have all that down below. Check it out. There's a lot of really good things in there, and I saw this and I was like thinking about doing a first impressions, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I should just do a video focused on this because it is a very new palette. It has been a very long time since I have reviewed anything Maybelline eyeshadow palette wise here on my channel. We have reviewed like eyeliners and mascaras and lipsticks and stuff like that, but not really anything focused on their eyeshadow palette. So it does retail on Ulta's website for $13.99. So there's 16 universal shadows. They are a creamy formula for texture and color that doesn't look chalky or dull. I think that's all. It says that it's supposed to flatter all skin tones as well as every complexion. There are a lot of different shades of bronze and browns going on in here. Very much more warmer tone than anything. There is one couple of shades right in this area where you kind of lean more neutral. But this is the only one that threw me off a little, which is this more dusty rose shade. That's the only one that kind of was like, well, why did you put that there? But I'm not mad about it. I do love dusty rose eyeshadows, so I'm not mad. It gives it just a little bit of a different tone, but I feel like once it might get blended into all of these shadows, you might not even see it at all. Did do this eyeshadow look was using this palette, which if you guys want to skip over and just see how I got this look, I will have a timestamp right here. I want to show you guys the metallics really quickly. There are 7 metallic shades in this palette. Originator, Dreamer, Founder, Fire, Fighter, Believer, and then the very last shade you have is Pioneer. Let's go move into the mattes really quickly. I'm just going to clean off my hand. The first shadow I have is called Soloist Creator, which I feel like definitely came off a little bit more brown tone, a little bit more warmer on the lid. It was really nice. I like the way that it applied color. Artist, or Artiste, however you want to say it. Then you had Protector. And Protector was the one that was more of this dusty rose shade. Like that. There you go. There's the dusty rose. Then you've got Explorer, deep reddish orange shade. Then you've got Heroine. That one there is a little bit more muted, just a little bit darker. Then we move into Globetrotter. And I feel like when you get into the darker tones, they really do a good job at packing a punch to the lid. Then we've got Voyager, and Voyager is the deepest in the palette. This is the only one that I was a little bit nervous about just because when you feel it, it is very much chalkier. The last one, which is Self-Starter, which comes off a little bit more cooler tone on the lid. All right, so there are all 16 shades. I do like that they put larger pan sizes on the outside. I don't really understand their theory with the colors that they chose for the outside shades. I kind of wish that they would have stuck with like making more of maybe these 2 tones, the larger pan sizes, and then maybe making like these 2, the other 2 larger tones. You know what I mean? Kind of like the NARS palette that has like your matte shadows are your larger shadow pans, and then your smaller ones are like your lid shade and stuff. I will keep you guys posted on how it works as far as like day wear goes. All right, so I'm getting ready to take off my makeup really quickly, but I just remembered that I wanted to show you guys the end of the night and what my face looks like. So here are my eyes. I mean, I don't feel like there's really any patchiness or anything. My lashes actually held up pretty damn well, so I'm pretty impressed with that one too. But yeah, so I just want to do a quick little catch up with you guys. We're going to go ahead and get diving into the first impressions so you guys can see how I created this look, so you guys can see how the shadows performed first on. You guys can see how the mattes work and the metallics work, and yeah, so let's get diving into it. All right, you guys, I'm so cold. I'm so cold. Let me turn off my space heater. I've already done my base. My blush looks a little intense in this video, so I apologize. I was thinking, oh yeah, you know, as the day goes on, my blush is going to wear down. I just did my nails too, so I'm hoping they're not going to pop off. They've been on for maybe 20 minutes, so I'm like hoping they don't pop off. But if you guys are wondering which ones I picked up, they are from my drugstore haul. These are the Kiss Gel Fantasy Ready to Wear nails. I hate these because it doesn't tell you like a name. They don't have a name. It's literally 79602. I really hate when they do that. So I do have concealer on my lid, but I'm going to put some primer, some eyelid primer. I'm going to use the one from Morphe. This is part of my project pan. I'm going to take the shade Soloist, which is kind of like this nice cream shade, And I'm going to use that to just buff all over the eyes. This is just going to set that primer. And the reason I'm doing that, normally I wouldn't set my primer, but I'm going to do it for this one only because this eyelid primer is not my favorite, and I tend to find that it can make the eyeshadows kind of choppy. Let's go into the shade right next to it, which is called Creator. I do feel like these shadows do kick up quite a bit of powder. No patchiness there, which I do like. Nice. Let's move into Explore. This shade is just a little bit deeper than Creator, and I'm going to dive into a brush that's just slightly smaller. I'm going to go in with the Morphe R37. Again, we're going to take this shadow into the crease, but we're not going to go as high as the first one. The second shadow, it just deepened up just a little bit. You can definitely build it. I do find that these shades are buildable, so you can get the intensity there. This is definitely very different than what I'm used to when it comes to bigger palettes from Maybelline. I can just say that right now. We're gonna move into Globetrotter. So we've got these two outer shades right here. I kind of want to stay more towards like the burnt brown shades. I kind of like these two shades. This one I feels like a little bit more on the neutral, cooler side. I'm gonna dive into a little bit of a smaller brush. I'm gonna take this brush for both shades that I'm gonna work with because it's gonna be just small enough to pack on the outer corner. Oh, there's a little fallout. I don't know if you can see that right there, but there's just a little bit of fallout. There is what we have so far. I'm going to tell you guys right now, I'm super impressed with this palette. Like, I was not expecting this at all. We are going to dive into the last shade called Voyager, and I'm going to take that and put that in the crease as well. The Voyager one, just by like touching it, kind of feels a little bit chalkier. I'm going to try to kind of put it slanted because I kind of want to have the deepest like that. Take Voyager, run that on the lower lash line. Take Originator, which is the inner corners. These feel a little bit powdery, so because of that, I am going to take a little bit of setting spray to just enhance it. So I'm going to take that right here on the inner corner. For the lid shade, let's start off with Dreamer. This one is okay. It's kind of patchy. So there we have it. I do want to put something on the middle part. I'm going to take the Pioneer shade, which, like I said, was kind of like an oil bronze. Is kind of what it reminds me. That's really pretty. I'm just blending out the edges. I'm going back in with my blending brush just to blend out those edges really quickly. For the waterline, I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Tattoo Studio Gel Pencil. This one here is in the shade Amethyst. I don't know if I'm going to do lashes today. I may not even do lashes. I don't know. Let me go ahead and pop on some mascara really quickly. I'm going to go in actually with the Falsies Lash Lift Mascara. I was going to put on lashes, but honestly, I feel like if I put on lashes, it kind of doesn't show the eye look, and you guys can't see the eye look because the lashes will kind of cover it. So lashes are just going to be what it's going to be today. We are completely finished. For the lips, I did finish off with the Ofra Liquid Lipstick. This is the Madison Miller collab with Ofra Cosmetics in the shade Oh My Rai Rai. I love this lip shade. I just love her collection. I thought it was incredible. I was not expecting this from Maybelline at all. The last couple of palettes I'd had from Maybelline had been very missed when it comes to like eyeshadow palettes like this, for sure. Definitely the last eyeshadow palette that I fell in love with from Maybelline would have been one of their quads from years ago. It was like a standard quad with like 4 different bronze shades. It was like my ride or die at the time before I discovered Sephora, but that was what I used every day of my life. Definitely will say that I was way more impressed with the mattes than the metallics on the lid. The metallics aren't bad, they are good, but I think right there where it's at was the matte shadows. They blended out like a dream. I did not have any issues. Yeah, I would say overall I'm impressed. So if you guys are new to my channel, please make sure to hit that subscribe button before you guys head out. I will see you guys all in my next video tomorrow. You guys know I post Sunday through Thursday now in the mornings at 8 a.m. every morning. I will see you then, and I hope to see you guys all in my next video. Bye.